Hi everyone, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'm creating this loaded cake with the chocolate shards and these balls. So I have my 12-inch cake board and an 8-inch cake. I'm going to be adding a sugar syrup onto this. I don't normally, but the sugar syrup will help to create a moisture sponge and it helps it to last a little bit longer in the fridge. In between that, I am going to be adding some buttercream. And then layering on the cake. I have 3 cakes in total that I've layered, so it's going to be about 6.5 to 7 inches tall. From here I'm creating a crumb coat to trap in the crumbs, removing that top lip and then popping it into the fridge to set. From there we can create our little chocolate fans. So I've got white chocolate that I'm going to be adding about a spoonful into each cavity, and then using my spatula to help smooth it out. If you add too much like I did, you can just spoon it back into that same bowl and then give it a shake and a tap to help settle the chocolate. Pop it into the freezer to set for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, you can layer on that final layer of frosting, and this is just white buttercream. To get it nice and crispy white, I recommend adding the vegetable shortening in place of butter, whether you only replace half or you replace the whole thing. It'll create a much whiter finish. Into the fridge she goes to set, and in the meantime we can take out our little chocolate fans. I'm going to be using some baking paper to catch all the excess luster dust, but basically I want to create 2 white ones and 2 gold ones. For the gold ones, I'm using this Luster Dust by Vivid and a large blush brush, just kind of dabbing it all over the place. Brush off any excess to the back as well, and then when you're ready, you can pop them into your cake. If you want to add a little bit more stability, you can pipe in some buttercream behind the shards, and then on you go with your little non-edible spheres. These are in gold and white, and if you're wondering where to find all these materials, from the spheres to the mold, I bought all these from my dream cake. To the front I've added a flower stuck on with a little bit of buttercream as glue and some gold leaf onto the front and the top of the cake. As filler, I've taken a 6B piping tip and creating these tiny dollops on the side and the top. Onto the dollops I've added edible gold dragées, and then for the front I have these little laser cut letters, and you can apply some buttercream behind them to help stick them to the cake. My buttercream was still a little bit soft at this point though, so I didn't actually need to do that because it stuck to the cake really well. When you are applying letters, whether it be laser cut like mine or fondant, work with the very middle letter and then apply the letters on either side to make sure that you have a nice central position. And that's it. That is how you create a really easy festive gold and white cake. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you recreate this, we would love to see it. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so we can check it out. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you again in the next one.